Alright, what's going on, guys? Jay, that drain guy. You guys can see we got a clogged kitchen sink. Now these units are back to back. So we got this kitchen sink here, and then it goes into the wall, and there's a T inside there. And I'm going to show you guys if I'm able to see it once I open everything up. Alright, so first things first, we're going to remove this P-trap to drain the water out. Now there's going to be as much water in this side as there is the other side. In my opinion, they should change this out. And what I would do in this situation, I would have a clean out right here and with a Y connection so that you could easily snake this drain. But you see, like, all the couplings. Typically we will put a coupling in if we need to cut the pipe. Drain it out nice and slow. Alright. Then we're going to remove this coupling over here, or remove the pipe from over there. And then so we take our nut driver and the drill, and we're just going to pull this out. Okay, so we're not even able to see, so it actually turns into the wall a bit, but that's fine. So I think what I'm actually going to do is hook this back up and then put on my trap arm so that I can run the water, because nobody is home next door. So put this on. And we will be able to run the water and see where it clears from this side. So we're going to be using a Milwaukee M18. I have my 3/8 cable with drop head. So I'm just going to feed it in my hand, see if I can find the T. Yeah. I believe that's going to be the T right there. I'm just going to run some water to get this to back up. I see the water shortly. Right. Now we're on the 5th floor. There's only 6 floors in this building, so the problem is most likely going to be right in the T. Okay, so I believe the water's already draining. And that just goes to show you it was right in the T. So we can turn the water on. And if we were going next door, it would already have reached next door. And I hit no resistance like if I was coming up against the trap. So I'm going to snake it down a bit. I have a 35-foot cable in this machine, and I'm going to show you where we know we're at the end. When I'm snaking, I like to keep my one hand on the trigger, obviously, and then my one hand on the cable, but I'm keeping loose enough to where I can feed it in, but then also tight enough to where I can feel the dimple, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So, can you guys see that dimple right there, right? So that's basically telling me that's the end of the cable. It's going to be maybe another 2 or 3 feet inside. And there's the end of the cable. Pull it back just a bit so that the machine will start spinning it again. Spin while you're pulling back, spin while you're putting it in, so that you're getting all areas of the pipe cleaned up. Now, some people will say, should you use a chain knocker or a flex shaft? Sure. Some people will say you should use a jetter. Sure. But as we all know, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there will always be better ways. There you go. That's that. Let's shut it off, fill it up, and test it out. Alright, now we're just going to test it out. Had somebody comment that I shouldn't spin it because that's making a false whirlpool. There you go, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Until next time, this has been Jay, that Drain Guy, signing out. Ta-ra.